On an obscure island called Fiji, a beautiful and stunning woman was solely living there. She wasn't raised by anyone, but nature took care of her perhaps. As she gradually grows, she did everything that she could just to survive by the means of convenience on the island. She's also a skillful woman wherein she builds her own shelter and uses weapons on a daily basis to protect herself. One fine day while Urduha was walking to the island, she immediately stopped because she saw an intruder who invades the island. She saw the guy was unharmed, yet she immediately draws his spear and pointed out to Lapu-Lapu. And so then, Lapu-Lapu got flabbergasted and slowly turning and walking away with a frowning face carrying on, while Urduha contemplate and ditched him away from the island without even asking what happened to him. Later, Urduha realized that the young lad doesn't have any bad intentions for her, and so on to the island. Urduha immediately ran after Lapu-Lapu to try to apologize for being so mean to him and tell him that he could stay there for a while. While trying to follow the footsteps of the frustrated young lad, she caught it and began to apologize. After that fleeting moment, Lapu-Lapu could not contain his confusion and frustration towards the lady who was running after him. They both apologize and get things clearly. While they're taking their serious conversation, Lapu-Lapu just always nodded and could not hold a grip as she looks closely at Urduha. He was mesmerized by the beauty of the young lady that is coming from within. Meanwhile, Urduha is still in awe upon seeing a sturdy-built man for the first time. Urduha and Lapu-Lapu established a rapport and began to be friends, up until they get close together, like there is a certain meaning and growing feelings happening to the both of them. A few months later, they confessed their feelings for each other and started to become lovers. They were always enjoying each company through the good times and bad times. After some point, Lapu-Lapu proposed to Urduha and she made a big yes, which is clearly time do not hinder on couple side when it comes to the longevity of their marriage. It is agreeable that there's more to a happy marriage than just years spent. Day after, a downpour of rain suddenly occurs and also a mysterious man appears on the island, which is carried by a ship that was aground. Lapu-Lapu ponders how this man finds out about the island and thinks that something wrong is happening. While the man was walking down, he utterly says his name and he was Ferdinand. Urduha was wonderstruck upon seeing a man wearing a blue easy formal uniform and a fitted casual chinos with a spice of his good tone of voice and a very alluring appearance that matches his overall looks. While Ferdinand asked some help, and forsooth, a heavy storm came in and pushed his ship away by the wind pressure, and he was so worried that his rudder penetrates the seabed heavily. And then one night happened when Lapu-Lapu saw Ferdinand sneaking down to the forest, and he follows him secretly as he doubted Ferdinand's action. When he was covertly following Ferdinand, the scenery turns into a bolt from the blue wherein he got furious instantly as he saw Ferdinand withdrawing his sword and talking to himself. He eavesdropped everything as well as wanting to purloin the island and also steal Urduha. And Lapu-Lapu jumps out and fights towards Ferdinand, which make the revelation cause a commotion. Urduha came in to protect Lapu-Lapu, and she was the one who gets slashed by the spear as she gets in the way. Lapu-Lapu was shocked and tearfully finished the fight by killing Ferdinand. His exasperation and immense resentfulness hold his valor to end the battle. After he wearingly killed Ferdinand, he grieved to the point that he killed himself. Months later, a tree started growing healthy on the lovers' burial ground where bloodshed ensued.